Yes, I grow 1 inch plus of hair a month, and you all had a lot to say about that. Today I am debunking the most common misconceptions you all have about how much hair I grow. But before we get into the nitty-gritty, I need you to leave a thumbs up, comment your favorite dessert below, and subscribe because it helps the channel grow and it helps Sierra and I keep making videos that actually help you achieve your hair goals at no cost to you. So without further ado, let's hop right into this video. Hey lovelies, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Azay, and today I'm going to be talking about, well, really debunking some of the most common misconceptions you all left below on our biggest video to date concerning how Sierra and I grow 1 inch plus of hair per month. There are a few misconceptions you all left on that video, but even though there were a few concerns with my statements, there were an overwhelming amount of positive comments and even people's own testimonies of them growing more than the average in a month, double or triple the average in a month. And I just wanted to say thank you all for all of the support, all of the positive comments, letting us know how the protein treatments are helping you all, how the resources that we gave on this channel are helping you all to achieve your hair goals. It is so humbling, it's truly a blessing, and I love you all, we love you all. And for those of you who keep asking about the products, we do have an update about that at the end of this video, so make sure you stay tuned. Okay, so let's just get into this video. I'm going to be looking at my trusty phone because I have all of the misconceptions here in screenshots. So if you don't know what video I'm talking about, you should definitely check it. I'm going to link it up here because it was a little controversial for some people. So the first misconception is that growing half an inch a month is not a misconception, it's a general average. So for example, this person says that's not a misconception, it's a general average. This means that they take a certain number of people, watch the amount of hair growth achieved in a month, and divide it by the number of people, the average will be half an inch. This does not mean everyone's hair will grow half an inch. Some may experience more, some less. I used to cut my hair to shoulder length from mid-back every June. It would be an inch from mid-back by September. That's about 6 inches in 3 months. You don't need to be concerned with an average. Everyone needs to figure out their own average and go from there. And there are also more comments left that's in the same vein about how growing half an inch a month is not a misconception, it's an average. And that's the first thing that I want to address in terms of what I was talking about in that video. In that video, I never said growing half an inch a month is a misconception. I said thinking that we as Black people, Black women who are currently healing the idea that our hair doesn't grow, we thinking that we can only achieve half an inch of hair growth a month is a misconception. I didn't say that the average was a misconception. I didn't say that the average was incorrect. I said that thinking that you can only grow half an inch of hair a month is a misconception because it is. We have been watching these videos all these years that the natural hair community has been active, and we thought that, okay, what we need to look out for is hitting that half an inch of hair growth per month milestone. That is where we need to set our sights. And that's true. If you are beginning your natural hair journey, and if you're beginning to start to grow your hair and you have goals to grow your hair, that is true. You should have your sights set on hitting half an inch of growth per month. But once you hit that, and this is what I was saying, you should know that you can grow double that or even triple that with the right resources, techniques, and tools, because that is my experience and that is Sierra's experience, and we're not related. But we do use the same techniques, the same recipes, the same routines, and we are now experiencing the same results, even with a different set of genetics, different set of backgrounds in terms of the trauma our hair has been, different porosities, all of those things. They're different, yet because the techniques, our approach to our hair growth is the same, we are starting to experience the same rate of hair growth. And I mentioned that we gave the exact recipes, routines, and techniques on how we unlocked 1 inch plus of hair growth per month, and how you can too in our growth training one-on-one natural hair growth guide. It comes with our exclusive recipes and techniques on how we accelerated our hair growth from 1/2 inch a month to double and triple that. And the lovelies who ordered it pre-order got it 50% off. And in celebration of it being our largest video to date, we are continuing that sale of 50% off for all of you lovelies who did not get a chance to grab it or who are new here. The sale ends August 15th, 2024 at 11:59 p.m. EST. That's what I said. I'm not saying that growing 1/2 inch a month is a misconception. Yes, that is the average that people's hair naturally grows in the anagen phase of hair growth, which is, remember that term anagen phase because I'm going to get to that a little later. This is important to note. This is a key integral part to know about my message, because that's an average, but you can exceed the average. You can be above average. That's the ordinary amount. You can achieve extraordinary hair growth. That's what my message is. If you approach your natural hair and the set of circumstances that you've been given, cater to those needs, the needs of your hair, the needs of your scalp. And this is all, I also want to say, this is all if you want, if this is a goal of yours. I'm not trying to force a particular lifestyle on anyone. I'm not trying to force a particular way of living or experiencing the world on anyone. I'm saying this is the journey I've had with my natural hair. I'm sharing these things, these ideas, these approaches, these techniques on how I have achieved the level of length and growth and health and strength with my natural hair. You can take it or leave it. You could choose to implement these things or you could choose to not. Whatever you do with your natural hair is completely up to you. These are things that I use. These are things that Sierra uses. These are things that I use when I'm approaching my clients. And that's it. You could take it or leave it. So the next misunderstanding, it's this idea that genetics is going to keep you from achieving your hair goals. And they mentioned the anagen phase. It's a very long comment, so you can read this comment. I'm gonna put it up here for you all to read, like I said. Here's my response to that. Two things can be true at once. You can have a set of genetics that does not allow you to naturally grow super long natural hair. And you can do things, implement routines, use recipes, use tools that helps you achieve extraordinary or above average hair growth. These two things can exist and are both true. I'm not gonna say that what the person said is wrong. As a matter of fact, they're right. Your genetics will impact your hair growth, just like it impacts how you look, just like it impacts your metabolism, just like how it impacts the medical issues that you have or that you will develop later on in life. Your genetics is, that's the blueprint you're working on. However, that doesn't mean that you can't work with those genetics to still achieve your goals. For someone who has a slower metabolism, for example, and that makes them more prone to weight gain, that doesn't mean that that person will never be able to lose weight. They just have to adapt their lifestyle in order to speed up their metabolism or work with their slower metabolism. They may have to change their diet. They may have to change how often they work out. They may have to work out more than a person with a naturally faster metabolism. They will have to do certain things if weight loss and weight management is their goal. That's just what it is. If someone whose genetics makes them predisposed to PCOS or hormonal imbalances, that is going to impact their hair growth. They can then work with that and approach their set of circumstances in order to achieve their hair goals. Your genetics, for the majority of people, will not stop you from achieving your hair goals. What we don't like to accept, because we feel like that's something shameful, we should be ashamed of, is whether our genetics allows us to be predisposed to have long hair or not. Just because your genetics does not predispose you to have long hair does not mean that you cannot achieve it. Just because you are not genetically predisposed to growing 1 inch a month, that does not mean you cannot achieve it. I did not start growing 1 inch of hair a month until I started approaching my natural hair differently. Sierra did not come out of the womb growing 1 inch of hair a month. It was not until we started approaching our natural hair differently that she achieved that goal. In this comment, if you notice, this person talks about the anagen phase, right? The anagen phase, this is the reason why I'm saying your genetics is the foundation, but what you do and how you interact with your body, your hair, and your scalp does the rest. The anagen phase can be shortened or lengthened based off of your diet, stress, medications, hormonal imbalances, tight hairstyles, as well as traumatic events. If you don't know why I just said that point, is because the person who wrote the comment essentially said your genetics determine your anagen phase. Your anagen phase is a certain amount of years long, and that is what's going to determine how much hair you grow. Yes, your genetics does give a jumping off point for how long your anagen phase is going to be. However, your lifestyle choices, your choices, is what's going to determine if your anagen phase is shorter than what it's supposed to be or if it's longer than what it's supposed to be. That is the truth. That is the truth. You don't have to be ashamed if you don't naturally grow long hair. That doesn't mean that's the end all be all to how much hair you can grow. And that's the point that I want you all to leave with from this video. Your genetics is a jumping off point. Your lifestyle choices and the things that you go through in life is going to determine what actually manifests from your genetics. This person, in their comment, they mentioned stress. And this is off topic, but it's important because the majority of you all who watch my videos are Black women, and it's important for you all to know this. Because speaking of your lifestyle choices and the things you go through in life, waking up things in your genetics to allow them to manifest in your real life, there is more and more research coming out about how chronic stress is causing the manifestation of chronic illnesses and autoimmune disorders in Black women specifically. So off of this person's point about genetics and how, Black women are more stressed, that's true. We do experience a lot of stress, especially if you're a Black woman who lives in America. So we are under an immense amount of stress. And I'm bringing this up because if Black women were not under the amount of stress we are in America, we would not be having such high rates of autoimmune disorders and chronic illnesses developing within our particular ethnic group. Chronic stress in Black women's lives is an example of how there are things in your life and in your circumstances that make bad things wake up in your genetics. That's one example. Another example is when, for example, me and Sierra, when we are approaching our natural hair in a particular kind of way, and it makes our genetics manifest in a way where we are growing double and triple the average in hair growth. But you're not going to know what your genetics are capable of if you don't even try. If you think that it's just impossible for you because, all your life you've had short hair. How are you actually going to know? Because I'm sure that if Black women knew that chronic exposure to chronic stress would lead to the manifestation of autoimmune diseases and chronic illnesses, we would have tried our best to reduce our load. So I'm telling you through our videos and the message that I want you all to walk away with saying, Sierra and I grow 1 inch plus of hair growth a month, is believe and know that you can achieve things that are outside of what you have been told your whole life. Stop letting people tell you you can only achieve a certain amount. You're not going to know what you can achieve if you never try. And if you think I'm only telling you to try because I have a product to sell or services to sell, that actually segues into the last point. A few people said that the only reason why I'm sharing this information is because I have a product for sale and because I want your money. So for example, this person says the average is half monthly. That's not a misconception. There are and will always be exceptions. but for most, it is the case. You must have a hashtag product for sale, right? And there are other people who said things in a similar vein. If I wanted to just come up here and milk our community for money, I would have never posted our protein treatment. I would have never said anything. I would have come up here, told you all how much my hair grows, and then made you pay for the slightest bit of information. Yeah, I don't use combs and brushes. Yeah, I don't use gel. That's what I would have done, but I didn't do that. And there have been tons of people who have experienced accelerated hair growth beyond what they're used to just off of the protein treatment that we shared on this platform for free that has never been put behind a paywall. But for whatever reason, anytime people put information out on the internet for free, you think that it's not worth anything. So for the lovelies out there who have used the protein treatment and you're experiencing great results, I'm so happy for you. For the people who come on this channel and who think that the services that Sierra and I sell and the products we sell and the ebooks that we sell are to swindle you out of money, or that we haven't published anything that will give you the results you're looking for free, you are so wrong. These testimonies of people who have used our free protein treatment that we have put on this channel and have achieved amazing results can testify to that. And the people who have worked with us and have received our consultation services, our ebook, our products, they can also attest to the value that we put into those services, because we would never promote something for you to buy if it wasn't worth buying. The proof is in the pudding. This client here now looks like this a year later from our services. This video that we posted up here for free has led to people going to their stylists and having in their stylist saying this is the healthiest their hair has ever been from our free resources. These products we sell have literally grown people's edges back. In this ebook that we sell has literally transformed customers' hair, health, and lives for the better. Don't ever try to sit up here and make it seem like we're just another platform out here trying to scam poor consumers for their money. Everything we do over here is quality. Everything we do over here is valuable beyond words, because we actually transform lives. We transform people's health. We are a holistic natural hair service. We don't just approach your natural hair. We approach people with healing their entire body so that way it manifests in their hair and in their scalp. But you wouldn't know that because you're too closed-minded to believe that this is something that can actually be achievable for you. If you opened your mind and you opened your heart, maybe you too could also be experiencing the transformative services that God has allowed us to provide for our community through YouTube, through our services, through our products, through our ebooks. Does this work for men too? And I thought that this was a lighthearted way to end the video because of course, like why would it not work for men too? Like, women are not aliens. We're just this different. We're literally all in the human species. We're all one species, dude. Like, why would it not work for men too? So lovelies, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to leave a thumbs up and leave any more of your comments, questions, or concerns about this statement that I made about how, leave any more of your questions, concerns, or comments about how Sierra and I grow 1 inch plus of hair a month down in the comment section, because I would love to answer them. Like, Sierra and I are very confident in the services we provide, in everything that we provide, whether it be free resources or paid resources. We're very confident in them. We're very firm in what we do and how we operate, how we navigate. And if you are a client or a customer out there who feel like you did not get the full range of everything that we provide, please respond to our follow-up emails that we send you. Let us know why you haven't been able to implement the natural hair plan that we sent you. Let us know. And I did say that we had an update about our products, and it is that we are in a new location right now. We do not have a set date for when we are going to be restocking the products. If you don't know, we are in Mexico right now because, well, you see the state of the country. Do I have to explain more? And that is the reason why we are leaning more back into our online virtual services. And for our international lovelies who cannot receive our products, this is actually a really great thing for you, because we will be able to help you achieve your natural hair goals even though we don't ship internationally. If you're new watching this video, if you're an OG, we provide a holistic natural hair care service that allows you to work with us one-on-one, and we literally draft up a plan catered to your hair and scalps and your whole body's needs, so that way your hair can grow longer, healthier, thicker, and stronger, and you can be the confident, beautiful you rocking your natural hair that you've always wanted to be. We also have our natural hair ebook, where we give you the breakdown of how we were able to grow double and triple the average of hair in a month. That is what the ebook is for. You want to grow 1 inch or more of hair growth per month, we put it in a particular plan for you to follow. If you have particular natural hair issues, you have autoimmune disorders that are impacting your hair growth, if you have particular types of trauma to your hair, like you put in a style and it gave you a bald spot, or if you got heat damage or color damage, if you don't know how to navigate those issues, if you're taking particular types of medication and that is impacting your hair growth, that is what the consultations are for. It's for particular hair issues, okay? And you don't know how to fix them. If you need help fixing the damage or the trauma that you have to your natural hair, or you just simply don't know how to begin your natural hair journey and how to grow your hair longer, healthier, thicker, and stronger, book a consultation with us and we will be more than happy to help. We love helping you all through this service. We love working with you all, hearing your stories, and putting in the hard work to get you the results that you need. This is not a one-off meeting. After we meet with you, we make sure to keep in contact with you, ask you how you're doing, ask you how the plan is working, and we continue working with you until your goals are met. We don't stop, okay? Once you become a client of ours, you are a client of ours. That is a relationship, because life happens, things change, and our hair is impacted by that, okay? So that is what the natural hair consultation is. So I will see y'all in the next one, lovelies. Bye.